Hello everyone and welcome to another daily technical analysis here at CM Trading. A nice, well not so nice, but partially cloudy day here in Johannesburg, kind of like the markets today. Now euro dollar with a good bounce yesterday. As you know, for the past few days we've been noting that it was kind of building a support level around here, and that support level is kind of holding. And what we're seeing from here is just the market kind of pulling up and pushing up, pushing a bit more up, as you can see. Now what we're seeing is a bit of a pullback, and hopefully during the news this pullback will come to one of these Fibonacci levels here where we can carry on with the up move, because I think this up move is kind of going to continue, and I think according to what I feel in the market with the technical analysis and how the prices are moving, is that the market wants to keep the euro dollar going up a little bit because it has lost a lot of value. Let's take a look at the dollar franc. Now dollar franc is going to work the opposite way, and dollar franc we're kind of short on that. And let me just get rid of this line now. The market did its double top, started coming down. Same kind of scenario now with the news coming out, because today's non-farm payroll day, so it's going to be a bit tricky. So if the market kind of pulls back up, I think it'll want to sell the dollar franc again. So, but being a news day and an important news day, it is. What you want to do is make sure that you don't risk too much of your money when you're trading today, and you keep proper money management rules. So we've got the market kind of heading in this direction, and as you can see that the supports and resistance lines around here. So today if the market pops its head around here, that's 1.01438, so around there possibly see short orders coming in. Also if it breaks out, what you want to do then is just, if you know a bit of technical analysis, what you need to do is just keep your eye out on this level here. Okay, so as this line kind of, as the bars move along, you'll find that the line is going to come down a little bit, but today at this bar, as you can see, it's right there. Okay, so that 1.0192 area, 93, is also it's a possibility for a short if the market raises its head up. If there wasn't any news today, if there was no non-farm payroll news, then we'd say, if it raised its head up, they just sell it straight away. But because there is news, we might see the market spiking up a little bit further than anticipated, and it might just hit that line. And if it does, all you have to do is then sell it off there, I reckon, because I think this is like a new downward cycle now starting with the dollar franc. Also, let's take a look at the pound dollar. Now the pound dollar, we did mention in the videos that also it has the potential to go up. I think I was looking at the daily chart on this the other day, and I said to myself, this whole move here is, let me just get rid of this up move, and this pullback is just so typical uptrend starting kind of a scenario. And I did do a little technical there, just drew a basic Fibonacci, and you can see that the pullback was just 38.2 is just obvious support. The market got some support, and as it pulled back, they just kept buying, so they didn't let the market go down. And now we've got a double top scenario here, but I think, according to my technical analysis, what I think is that the pound dollar, just like the euro dollar, they're both going to go up, and they're going to start going up as at today as well. I don't think that the non-farm payroll is going to have that much of an impact on this up movement that I'm expecting. I think next week also, I think the pound dollar is just going to go up, and this 161.8 target, I reckon, is very much feasible. What I'll do is I'll leave this on, and we'll see how we go with this next week, because I think that 1.3040 area is pretty doable if you think about it. Let's take a look at the dollar yen. Now dollar yen is going up and away, but just like with the dollar franc, I'm off the my technical analysis to me tells me that I should be shorting when it raises its head up. So this is also in a sideways kind of move from yesterday, but what I think the best thing to do with this is to actually see, let's see, this is the kind of channel that we've got. Okay, this is the channel we have, and if it raises its head up, you know, I'd be shorting it as well. Or you could alternatively just wait for the just market to break down as well. That's also an option, because this is a nice trend line here. If it does break down, it'll pull back, it'll try to kiss that line again for a little goodbye kiss, and then they'll sell it off there as well. So that's also an option. So if you're kind of missing a resistance, or you don't know where that resistance point is, just relax. I wouldn't, you know, rush into it. You can always wait for the breakdown, pull back, and then enter the trade afterwards. And that's also one way of confirming that the market's kind of turning, when it starts breaking support levels. All you have to do at this level is just know how to draw your trend lines. So if you don't know technical analysis, it's a good idea to learn it, isn't it? All right. Let's take a look at the dollar Canadian. Now this had a nice fall yesterday. You know, we had this channel yesterday, so as the market is just going up, they're just shorting this off. I think dollar Canadian is also going to go shorter. As you can see, it kind of broke that channel down. This will kind of take it to a new level, which I think is going to be around here. So what we'll see, as you can see, I've just basically drew a parallel line there, and I think that's the kind of scenario we're looking at. And should the market come to these levels here, you'll see that it will make a support level around here. You see, that's a nice support level, support region there. So probably we might see dollar Canadian nicely coming to around these levels. Okay, before it does that, where will it stop? That's a good support level. Let's just be conservative on our target ranges, so that we can see where we're at. There we go, support resistance there. Okay, so good. This level we have, so we can see the dollar Canadian again. We might see this all week next week around 130, 136 area. So it's good to short, I reckon, around to these levels. According to technical analysis, obviously, we've got channel here, that's mid-channel. All you need to do is kind of like push it down, I reckon. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Now with the Aussie, I am expecting the market to come to around these levels. Where did I draw this Fibonacci from? Let me just get rid of this. Okay, let's just get rid of this. As you can see here as well, now this is a 4-hour chart, and I drew this channel before, just like the dollar Canadian I just drew before. I think the Aussie dollar wants to kind of pull back in order to short again, and this huge downfall here since the US elections, it's probably going to look for a, you know, kind of like revaluing itself. Although it bounced off to 61.8, I think it's got potential to come to the 50 or even the 38.2 region, simply because at this area was like broken support. So as you can see here, it was there. So that 50 region, there was a lot of support there until it broke. So it might want to retest that resistance area there, and that's going to be around 75-60 region. So we might see the Aussie dollar US going up to those levels. Let's take a look at oil. Now with oil, there are no surprises here. This is the daily chart. I did mention that this was going to go up. Sorry, this is a 4-hour chart. I did mention this was going to go up, so there's no real surprise here. What we might see is a further increase around the 60 level. The market looks like it is a bit stalling here on this red line that I drew from before. That's kind of like a breaking and a retest of that breaking, so this line is now resistance level. However, if you take a look at it closely, I think with pullbacks it's more likely to go up and test that 60 region there. If we take a look at gold, also gold, I did mention from the lower levels of the channel to buy, simply because it's just a sport region, guys. There's no, this is not, we're not doing quantum physics here, basically this is the bottom of the channel. As you can see, that where the market purchased before, the market will tend to purchase again, and this was just basically a real, you know, come and buy kind of level if you know your basic technical analysis. And as you can see, this is the situation here. Alright, so a good pullback, and now the market's kind of going towards this channel. All you have to do is wait for the news, I think, and once the news finishes off, I think it'll be a bit more clear on the direction. Hope that helps. Now today we are going to have a live session, hopefully, if all goes well. We have had some technical difficulties. I do apologize for that. So we had to give a bit of a break. Also, I was away for a while. So hopefully we're back on track, and hopefully the IT guys are going to help us, and we'll have some live streaming today. All the best. Have a great day, and be careful for that news today.